Today is July 31st, 2021, and I'm going to go over the features of my boat for sale. I think we should start with the main component, the motor, which, so if it isn't obvious, there's supposed to be a fin down here to protect the prop and, I don't know, help performance or whatever. So it's broken off, but it does hold lag oil. I don't have any lag oil in it. I do have the tool, but I just don't have any oil. So I don't have any oil in it, and it always held oil for me when I used it. We also have another prop. I think it's a little bit smaller, or a little bit different pitch anyway, but it doesn't have any dings in it or anything. That one's got some dings in it. I haven't really needed to change it, so I never did. I don't know if anybody's a marine mechanic, but if they can see that there's anything wrong right away. But the things that I have done to it is I've replaced the fuel pump. It looks fairly new there. And I have replaced the starter, and it's pretty new. We burnt out a starter trying to start it years ago. Okay, so this is the extra stuff I got. Some two-stroke oil. There's about 2 liters in there. I've got the prop. I've got the tool for putting lag oil in. I've got a couple of spark plugs and an extra plug. Fuel pump stuff. This is a plug for the lag oil. It's got the old fuel pump that I took off. Still in the original box. Kept the original box. Okay, I think we're ready for the actual trying of the engine. Since I don't have any lag oil in it, I'm not going to let it run for very long. I don't have any water pumping to the engine to keep it cool, so I'm not going to keep it running very long. I just want to kind of show that it does run. So here we go. It hasn't been run in 5 years. Turn the key on, give it some choke, and crank it. Oh, it sputtered. Come back here, we'll give it a little bit of throttle. Try it again. There you go. It does run, it does start. There is some other problems like idling. If you put it into gear while it's idling, it idles really low where it might stall. and I've tried turning the idle up, but then it just bangs when it goes into gear, and I can't see that being very good for it. So there we are for the engine part. I'd like to show you some more about this. Next thing I want to talk about is the trailer. There is new tires, rims, hubs, and bearings on both sides, but I do want to tell you about the axle. The axle does have a bow in it, and it is bent, which means the tires will wear on the inside very fast. So if you're going to tow this boat for long distances, the axle is going to be an issue sometime. But if you're only going to tow it short distances and just put it in and out of the water, which I do, then it should be just fine. Like I said, new tires, new rims, new hubs and bearings for both sides. I want to move on to the interior, and the major thing that we did was replace this floor. I cut this floor out all the way along here and up and over and out, and I got new wood. Went to a boat store, talked to a guy there that had sealant for the wood, so I sealed both sides of the wood, and painted it. Paint the whole interior right up underneath everything, all the way up, and even underneath there. And then I took epoxy and some cloth and epoxied this thing to the floor to make it part of the boat. And I used paint on the floor that is called deck paint, which has a little bit of grit to it, so when it gets wet, it's not slippery. The steering system was changed from the old cable system that ran this way as well as that way, and we have the one cable system with the new steering wheel running down the side of it, coming out to here. There's the single cable system going to the engine. I also put a radio underneath the dash, and we have 4 speakers, 2 at the front, 2 at the back, and those panels we also made. They're wood with like seat cover, this kind of seat cover over top of it, and we mounted the speakers, which gives us some storage room along the side, on both sides. Oh yes, we got some paddles just in case it dies on you. I also have a light switch, which, look at that, backlight works. Check the front one. Front one works. switch here on the dash, and there is also a horn. I also wanted to show you the seats. They are new seats. They fold down, so you can seat 4 people like the way it is, or there we go. Or it can lay flat. Extra seating, or if you want to lay down. Storage underneath. There we go. So thanks for watching. I hope this has a lot of questions answered about this boat for sale that we have. I'm surprised that after probably 5 years that all I needed to do was throw a little bit of gas and a charged battery at it, and it worked pretty good. But like I said, it does have some issues, and if you're interested, then it could be something that could be just fine. I'm going to try and find some old video of the boat running. I'll put that up at the end here.